with the price of a single-family home here in San Diego County hitting a record high in August of $958,000. Joining us now with where those prices are going is real estate agent Jim Bottrell. Hi, Jim. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
So what's causing the high prices, and do you think they might start to come down anytime soon?
No, they're not going to come down. That's pretty sure they're not going to do that. What's causing them is basically just a lack of inventory. There aren't very many houses for sale. We had a record low number of sales this last month in September. Last time we sold this low number of homes was, you had to go back into the 80s. And I think in the 80s, our population was about half of what it is today. The real reason it's happening is you have to go back to why people sell houses. And I call it the 6Ds, something that I jokingly created. The 6 reasons somebody sells a house. It's death, divorce, destitute, meaning they lost their job, can't make the payment, or displacement, job transfer. Those people, they have to sell their house. They don't have a choice but to sell their house. Then you have the last 2 Ds, the dependents and the diamonds. Diamonds meaning you got married, so you get married, you buy a house. Dependents, you start having kids, you need a bigger house. Or, at some point in time, the kids move out and you start downsizing. Traditionally, a person or a family will upsize 4 times and downsize 2 times during a lifetime. However, because interest rates went up so much, so fast, that 82% of Americans right now have an interest rate that starts at 3.9% or below. Those last 2 segments, the dependents and the diamonds, which traditionally makes up about 75–80% of all the sales that happen, they're all sitting on an interest rate that starts with a 2 or a 3. They are not going to upsize or downsize their house into an interest rate that's in the high 7s, possibly even 8. So there's just no supply out there. Now, we do have fewer buyers. Demand has been cut because the interest rates are so high. So maybe demand is cut in half, but supply has been cut by 3/4. So you still have that imbalance. You still have more people wanting a house than people willing to sell a house. And in reality, they're not talking so much about selling a house, they're talking about selling their interest rate.
Sure.
And I said probably a year ago, there's going to be a saying coming out saying, I used to love my house, but now I love my interest rate. And that is 100% true today. Well, people aren't going to give up those low interest rates.
If somebody wants to get into the market at these prices, let's say they had $1 million and they wanted a 2-bedroom, 1-bath house, where would you say the best value would be? Is it a house inland? Is it a condo by the shore? Is it North County? Is it South? Where would you send them for the best value?
Okay, so that's a great question. I always say the easiest way to describe this is La Jolla is the epicenter of expense. Everything is the most expensive in La Jolla. So if you go south, you go east, or you go north, the farther southeast or north you go, the more affordable homes get. So if you want to be inside the county and have the most affordable homes, you're probably going to end up somewhere in Oceanside or something like that, which has become a great community. There's a lot of people buying at Oceanside, and then people get priced out of Oceanside at some point in time, and they move up to Temecula, Marietta, Menifee.
Yeah, I mean, some people want a house, and some people don't mind a condo. They want the view. I mean, everybody's obviously different.
Right.
Is something better for a value than the other? In other words, if somebody came in and said, I don't care, I just want the best value, would you put them into a big house, say way out somewhere, versus a tiny little studio, maybe with an awesome view?
Well, that's a great question, but I will tell you, we never get that question. I've been doing this for almost 20 years. I've never had, just give me the value. They always want something. Usually, for me personally, I like the single-family residences. They tend to appreciate a little bit more than the condos. But there are plenty of people that want a condo. If they can only afford a condo, but they want to be close to the beach, well, then they're going to buy a condo. If being close to the beach isn't the most important thing, what they'll do is they'll go inland or go north or south or east a little bit and get that single-family residence. There's, $1 million, you can get a lot of houses here. I mean, you can buy a lot of houses here. I know the median house price is now $958. But that's when you're downtown, you're kind of getting close to La Jolla, things like that. You can buy spectacular homes in North County for $1 million. Really nice ones.
Can you get anything for $300,000?
No, not really, unfortunately. Yeah, there's plenty of condos out there for $500,000. You're going to go to North County, you're going to go East County, something like that. But yeah, for $500,000, you can certainly get something. And I would highly recommend that anybody, if you can do it, do it. Absolutely, because prices are just going to go up. I've been saying this since January, and I bucked all the trends when I said that we were at the beginning of the next big run in housing prices. We are in the beginning of the next big run in housing prices. So if you can get in the game, get something, then do it, because at that point in time you become immune to everything. You become immune to the continuing increasing of housing prices.
And of course, if you get the house, you don't have the homeowner's fees, and maybe you get a big enough house, you can drop a granny flat in there. Jim, we got to leave it there, though. Great discussion. Right. Yeah, we appreciate it. Jim Bottrell joining us there with the Bottrell Real Estate Team. Thanks, Jim.
Thank you so much.